Let's calculate the domain of the function we are looking at. The domain of a function is the biggest subset of the real numbers in which the expression of the function makes sense. In our case, the function is the square root of a quotient. As we know, a square root has a meaning when the value we have inside them is positive. Therefore, we know that a quotient has also a meaning when its the denominator is not 0. So, the domain of this function will be those values inside the root which are bigger or equal 0 and the denominator of the fraction is not 0. To get to know the domain of this function, we'll have to do, as we have a quotient inside a square root, we make the numerator equals 0. And we have that x is equal 1. The denominator is also equal 0. And we get that x is equal 3. Now let's draw these values 1 and 3 on a straight line. We can see that 1 is the number that makes the numerator equals 0, and 3 is the one that makes the denominator 0. As a denominator that is equals 0 is not possible, 3 won't be part of the domain of the function. However, we don't have any problem if the numerator were 0. The result of the fraction is just 0. What we do next is studying the signs of the function in these 3 intervals of the function inside the square root. We already know that when this fraction is bigger or equals 0, there will be real roots. So we'll be speaking about points of the domain, and when the fraction is negative, the points will not be part of the domain. So, working with a value smaller than 1 for x, 0 for example, 1 between 1 and 3 as 2, and 1 between 3 and infinite, let's say 4. We substitute them in the fraction. Beginning with 0, we have 0 minus 1 divided by 0 plus 3. That is minus 1/3, which is negative. Substituting 2, 2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3, that is 1. So it is positive. Finally, with 4, 4 minus 1 divided by 4 minus 4 plus 3, we have 3 divided by minus 1 is minus 3, negative. So, the domain of the function will be the intervals where substituting values in the fraction, they make the fraction positive. We can see that it is only bigger or equal 0 in the interval in the middle between 1 and 3. That's the domain. As 1 makes the fraction 0, 1 is also included in the domain, while 3, which makes the denominator 0, it's not in the domain. And this will be the domain of the given function.